Well, I just started recording, so now it's a pretty good
Oh,
start.
well, we missed out on that.
Yeah. Welcome back to Everybody Has a Podcast. I'm Grayson. This is Dan. Um,
Wow.
sorry, I didn't mean to
All right,
steal
let's
your
try not to sound
thunder
too bored.
there. um, True. Anyways, so when we last left off, we were just about to find out Daniel's favorite Bible story. I know everyone was on the edge of their seats.
Um, yeah. So I put like zero thought into it up until like yesterday,
Mm,
but it was gonna be, if I couldn't think of anything else, it was gonna be the story of Jonah being swallowed by the big fish,
true.
but I decided against that. And I decided to go with the story about Sodom and Gomorrah.
No, it's Lot and Gomorrah. I think Sodom is the town.
I'm pretty sure Sodom is the town, but I don't know. Maybe Gomorrah is his wife. Let me look it up. Anyway, it is the story of Lot and his family in this town
Mm.
that God deems as too sinful to be worthy of being on the earth, which, uh, I don't think that's happened really anywhere else in the Bible. It's the reason I chose it. But
Well, aside from,
um,
that one time where he literally decided the whole earth was too sinful to exist.
yeah, that too. But
Other than
um,
those two.
yeah, then so basically what God does is he decides to rain fire upon the city because he promised he would never destroy the earth with water after the flood. And
He's like, guys, it's different this time.
yeah, so um,
Oh man.
no, dude, the
Dude,
story is called Sodom and Gomorrah.
is it really?
Yeah, Sodom and Gomorrah is the town.
Gomorrah's the city. Oh.
No, Sodom is the city, and then Gomorrah is also a city.
Yeah. I thought
Yeah,
Gomorrah was the wife.
no,
Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up.
yeah. Anyway, he decides to rain fire upon the city and destroy it. And when Lot is getting his family out, God tells Lot not to look back on the city, and so Lot tells his family not to look back on the city. Unfortunately, Lot's wife decides not to listen to that advice, and she gets turned to stone.
Did she?
And yeah, because she looked back.
She looked back on it. When you're leaving the city and she looks back at you.
So you're saying that was a good joke, but okay, all right.
Come on. I thought it was all right. Anyways,
Anyway, she gets turned to stone, Medusa style, and
sure.
I'm pretty sure Lot has to like cut her arm off because they were holding hands or something. And he had to get away from her. So
Dude, the Old Testament was so much more metal than the New Testament.
yeah, the New Testament's like our Savior is risen,
He just
and
like
the Old
forgives
Testament's like
everyone.
yeah, the Old Testament's like yeah, I think the world's had enough, and I'm gonna flood it and kill literally everything
Dude, that's what I'm saying. And like,
except for two of each animal and eight family members of this one family that I think is okay.
dude, God just smited people. Like that was his like go-to. You know what I mean? It's like how like
Yeah,
pa
it's
some
like
parents have like different degrees of punishment where it's like, I'll like take your phone away, no dessert for you, like oh you get a spanking. God went straight to like throwing him against the wall and beating the shit out of him with a belt or
yeah,
something.
dude. You sneeze and no one says bless you. God's like that sucks, bro. Boom, dead.
God's like you and like everyone you're related to is now smited.
Just because you didn't get blessed when you sneezed.
Dude, yeah, like the Moses, no, what who yeah, it's Moses that goes up and
Yeah,
gets the Ten Commandments, right? Dude,
yeah.
first of all, literally this story is so stupid. No offense, Moses fans. Moses fans seething in the comments.
Just fans. Yeah.
Um,
I thought you were gonna go with like no offense to Christians or anybody. You know, you're
no,
like
no, no.
anybody who's a Moses fan.
Moses fan.
Just fuck you.
Dude, okay, listen. So he literally he's like he gets all the Jews out of Egypt or whatever, and he does so by proving how powerful and like like you know godly his God is. You know what I mean? Like he
Hmm.
proves over and over again. He's like, "Yo, I'm about to like destroy your town with like locusts," and
Yeah.
they're like, "Ah, it's
Yeah.
probably just a like good timing," and he does it over and over again.
Hmm.
And so then finally, that's how the Jews escape is
Right.
through these acts that they see. And then he goes up to the fucking mountain for like a day, and they're like, "Well, I guess there's no God. Time to worship this like golden calf we made." Like that makes no sense to me. So Moses came back down, um, and God was like, "Yo, like that's like I know I just saved literally all of these people, but they are I'm gonna kill them now, all of them. I'm just gonna smite all of them." And then Moses had to be like, "Oh, what if you only smite like half of them?" And God's like, "Well, okay, you twisted my arm, you know."
Mhm.
Like that is just so that whole situation is just like it's so
Yeah,
stupid to
but
me.
they worshipped a different God.
After like a day of God not being there, it was like one day.
Yeah, well, let's how can we relate that to modern terms? What can we do there?
It's like dad going out for milk for one day, and then like mom finds a new husband, and then he comes back, or like goes out for cigarettes, and then he comes back, and she's like,
That's a
"Well,
good
I
one.
you went for cigarettes. I don't know what to tell you." And then the dad just
Yeah,
kills both of them.
no, the difference is, oh my God.
That's what happened, though.
I mean,
God
true.
literally
I was gonna
smited
say,
them.
I feel like a better analogy would be like the dad like tells the wife, "Hey, I'm going on this camping trip for like a day," and then after a while he's out on the camping trip, they're like, mom's like, I want a new husband. She just goes and marries a dude. Comes back, he's like, well, that sucks. Boom.
Boom.
Anyways, what's your favorite Bible story?
I feel like we just talked about this. I don't know why. Um,
Dude, get
believe me,
over it.
there's gonna be a lot of those. There's gonna be a lot of those jokes.
Yeah.
For
Let's
context,
try
we
to
fucked up
avoid
the
making it
recording.
for a lot of them.
Yeah. For context, audio listeners, we fucked up the recording yesterday, so we're kind of just like going over this shit. Anyways, my favorite story. It used to be the one I told for my little like confirmation retreat thing was the one where like Jesus was coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Anyways, Jesus was coming to town, and
Serious? That's what made
what?
you laugh. You thought of a Christmas song. You're like, yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
one.
Are you kidding me,
You're
bro?
like, anyway, Jesus coming to town.
Jesus, Jesus. Jesus is coming to town, and he shows so this group of guys hears about it, and they're like, "Oh, dude, our friend is like deathly ill. Let's take him to Jesus so he can fix him." And so then they go to the house where Jesus is, but it's like slam packed. Like there's not room for like anyone to get through, much less like a deathly ill guy. And so what they do is they end up like climbing on the ceiling and cutting a hole in the roof and like airdropping him their friend. And
Ooh.
Jesus is like, "I got you, bro. Don't worry about it." And he fixes the friend.
Hey, Jesus, I got a care package for you.
Care package inbound. Some dude just falls out of the sky, splats
they,
on the ground.
yeah, they don't even lower him, drop him like 20 stories.
Fucking like rag dolls all over the ground.
Funny if that did happen, Jesus would be like, "I like that," and then he would just probably raise him from the dead like he did Lazarus.
True. So true. Yo, good song though, Lazarus, David Bowie. You ever hear that one?
No.
It's a good song. You should listen to it.
Okay.
I'm like, actually, we're gonna pause the podcast and listen to this like 7 minute song. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God, 7 minutes,
I don't know, man. It's David Bowie.
dude. Who has time for that? Hey, yo,
David
if
Bowie.
you're listening to David Bowie, I don't like you.
Fuck you, David Bowie listeners.
Yeah, anybody who likes David Bowie, which I'm sure is a small audience, I don't like you.
It's probably like one or two people tops. I don't know. He's
Yeah,
pretty
if we're
underground.
counting you, if we're counting you, then there's probably like 2 or 3 other people that have
PSA:
heard of
David Bowie
David Bowie.
listeners cringe.
Yeah, it's
Da-
official.
David
This is
Bowie
this is the
listeners
official
seething.
statement of that. This is the official statement of that everybody has a podcast uh association. We hate David Bowie listeners.
Our slogan is just "fuck David Bowie" and all of his fans.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was just gonna talk about my my new favorite story, which
Right.
is
Yeah, go ahead.
Samson, the story of Samson.
Hmm.
So, as the story goes, Samson is gifted by God an enormous, one might say godly amount of strength, an inhuman amount of strength. Anyways, he's very strong, this guy, but
Hmm.
the catch is he's not allowed to cut his hair, right? So,
Right.
I don't actually remember all of it. I probably should have gone over it before I actually talked about it. But basically, some dude gets jealous of him or whatever, and he wants to like kill him, but he doesn't know how because he's so strong. So he gets his like lady friend to go and seduce Samson, and she tricks him into telling her his secret by doing the classic ultimatum, like it's either me or your secret, like you have to tell me, like the end of Brothers.
Oh my God,
Spoilers. It's a
dude.
hard spoiler.
What a niche freaking reference too. If anybody gets that, they're gonna have to have seen the movie if anybody gets that anyway. So
Yeah, dude, I'm obsessed with that movie, man. It's so
no,
good.
no, continue with the Samson before we continue with that.
Oh, okay, yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. So basically, he's like, he simps out. He's like, yeah, you can't cut my hair, and she's like, okay. She's like, all right, well, good night. And he goes to sleep, and she cuts the fuck out of his hair, and then he's all weak, and they like tie him to some pillars at like some temple, and they're all making fun of him and stuff, and he's like, God, give me the strength just one more time to bring this holy temple down on these heathens. And God's like, boom, I got you. Because Old Testament God, he says, fuck everyone. So Samson just
Yeah,
brings the whole damn temple down like
yeah,
uh
dude.
like law-abiding citizen Gerard Butler. I'm gonna bring the whole
Oh my
corrupt temple
God.
down on their heads.
I'm gonna pull the whole thing down. I'm gonna bring the whole fucking diseased, corrupt temple down on your head. It's gonna be biblical.
Dude, you're booming with the freaking movie references today.
Did I mention I'm a film major?
Oh, no. You're a film major?
No.
Oh, why would you say that?
I'm nervous. It's a big crowd
I made
tonight,
I made it up.
Dan.
So you'd be impressed.
Yeah.
Okay, don't do that. We're not doing that.
It's a Smiling Fans reference, guys. I swear I'm not weird.
Tyson. Ow! Hey, no biting. Hey, no biting. Okay? You want me to bite you? You know that hurts, Daddy. I told you, silly.
No, no.
Anyways,
Yeah.
where am I? What were we talking about?
Oh my God,
Oh
where am
yeah.
I? Oh, I'm
So
in my room.
Samson, the OG fit guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. OG simp.
OG Simp. OG Simpson.
Yeah. Samson? More like Simpson. Oh,
Wait, OJ Simpson, man.
dude, are we cracking a Bible mystery right now?
OJ Simpson is the reincarnation of Samson. That's why he killed his wife.
He wanted to cut his hair, dude. He couldn't let her do it.
He's like, I'm trying to grow out this afro, babe. Anyways,
He was given a gift by God. He had to. He had to kill her.
the gift of a luscious afro, and she cut his damn hair.
God. Yeah, since we're living with New Testament God, he didn't just freaking smite her himself.
That's what I'm saying. New Testament God would have like killed everyone with like a 3 mile radius of her.
Yeah, he'd be sitting at the freaking Last Supper. He'd be like, "One of you will betray me tonight. It's you!" And then boom, smites Judas right there.
Dude, it's just like spontaneously combusts in front of everyone.
Yeah. Then Jesus
Dude,
never dies and becomes our savior. So,
wait, do you know about spontaneous combustion?
um, yes, I know what spontaneous combustion is. Are you referencing something specific?
No, just like because I remember we used to have this like book about it was like you go to the book fair and you buy those like books that have really cool pictures in them.
Yeah.
And so one was like a book about like myths and like urban legends, and one was like spontaneous combustion, and it was literally just like a picture of a dude like screaming on fire, which is a little intense for like
Oh yeah.
second grade, but
Well, I don't know. I feel that was another thing I was thinking about the other day. I feel like with the internet, a lot of kids are exposed to a lot more things than we were exposed to at their age, right? But I
yeah.
feel like they're also undermining the things that we were exposed to at their age, you know?
Mm.
Because like I'm not much of a reader, but in elementary school, for some reason, it was like my thing to read all the time. And I remember reading. Do you ever read City of Ember?
I think so. It sounds familiar.
It's about the city. It's like the world ends and everybody moves underground, and they live in a city underground that's lit up by these lights on the ceiling, which is just the dirt.
Oh, dude, I totally did read that. That's crazy.
And then the power is like failing, so these two teens like have to figure out like how to escape the city.
Oh my God, wait, I did read that. Yes.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
such a
core
baller
memory.
book, but what a freaking what a dark theme. I mean, it's probably not the darkest thing ever. It's not like I was watching like Sky does Minecraft and Momo shows up on the video out of nowhere, but
Who the hell is Momo?
it's that one like creepypasta. Here, I'll look up
Dude,
Momo creepypasta.
dude, you want to talk about creepypastas, bro?
No, we're not gonna talk about creepypasta.
Fuck you, man.
I s-
Creepypastas are
I
awesome.
swear I know you've seen Momo.
I probably
It's
have. I just
it's
didn't know.
the one. It's
Oh,
the
I know
girl with like
Momo.
the super wide eyes and circular eyes and really
Why,
creepy smile.
dude? People are sexualizing the fuck out of her.
Dude, everybody they sexualize everything, dude. You never wait, have you never heard of horror porn?
uh, like, no, I guess I haven't actually.
Dude, there's this whole genre. I mean, I guess, eventually you run out of genres anyway, there's this whole genre of porn where it's literally just horror porn. And like it has this scary element to it, whether it's like they're dressed up super creepy or it's just got like an unsettling vibe to it or whatever.
Dude, that is definitely how you turn into like Charles Manson, dude.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's like
Er,
right on the brink.
Who am I thinking of? Ted
So,
Bundy when he's like, yeah, like it all started with porn.
did he wait, really?
No, swear to God, I'm pretty sure it's Ted Bundy. Yeah, it started with porn, and then I just like kept evolving from there.
Yeah, yeah. He did he said that it was Ted Bundy. He said it says he claimed his addiction to porn. It fed the monster inside him as his porn consumption began to take on a darker and harder edge.
That's what
That's
dude.
crazy.
That's what I'm talking about. Porn is so fucking horrible for you.
Mm,
It literally turned this. I mean, obviously, it was not the only factor, but it turned
yeah.
this dude into a serial killer, and people
No,
are still
literally
like, "Oh yeah, like
porn
go
is the
into it."
only reason Ted Bundy killed many, many people.
That was it. That's all. That's all it
That's
took.
it. That's all it was.
All it
And
takes is one
that's
bad porno.
Yeah, you should take that with you in life. All it takes is one bad thing to happen for somebody to turn into the worst person ever.
It's like the horny Joker. All it takes is
Yeah,
one bad
exactly.
porn.
Exactly. All it takes is one bad porn.
You see, Batman.
Father.
He's like jacking off Batman. He's like, Batman, all it takes is one bad porn. No,
I don't even
Joker, please.
know about this
Anyways,
bit.
this bit sucks.
Dude, let's move on
Don't touch my balls, Joker.
quickly, please. Um, okay. You just said let's move on.
I know, but it was. It's alright. We can cut that. We can cut that part.
No, we're probably not going to be honest.
Probably
That was
not.
actually the fact that we hate it so much is probably a good enough reason to keep it in.
Yeah. Anyways, what do you got? What do you got next?
So on the subject of horror, and this is like a really bad way to segue into it because we were talking about specifically horror porn, but
Uh-huh.
on the topic of horror, I've noticed that recently I enjoy being just like scared, like having that kind of like fear in me, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
It started with this game. What? What?
Man's most primal emotion is fear.
Oh, fear. Oh, true. It's a survival emotion.
Mm.
Um, but it started with this game. It came out a couple of years ago. It came out in 2019, but I just played it. It's called The Outer Wilds.
Oh my
Um,
God.
dude, it's such a good game. Uh, the thing
Here we
about it
go.
is, look, I'm not gonna go crazy about
No,
it.
I'm just kidding. You're good.
The fun thing, it's a space game, so you have that adoration and exploration of space, but also there's this like huge factor of fear because there's so much you literally know nothing about it when you get into it. There's no exposition. The only thing you're told is you have to get your launch codes for your spaceship, and then you launch off and you go to whatever planet what you want in the solar system, right? Um,
Mm.
but you like explore the planets and you like discover this whole timeline of like this ancient people that lived in the solar system, and everywhere you go, it's like just you're terrified to move on into the next thing, but at the same time, you're like, I need to do this, otherwise I'm not going to make any progress. And that kind of like that kind of fear of the unknown, it was like invigorating, and it made me feel like I don't know. It added some like excitement and amazement and adventure into it, and it was just like a really raw emotion that I felt while I played this game. It was really, really fun. Um, but it helped me realize that I really like horror and like being scared. And the main point of it is I'm not scared to the point where I am like paralyzed by it, but I
Mm.
am excited to explore it, if that makes sense. I'm really trying not to sound like a serial killer right now.
Dude, I I'm so glad that you said that because I have so many like like niche interests and stuff. Like my Saturn devouring his son poster, Like
Yeah,
the fear you can see in his great, now we're talking about this damn poster again. But the fear
yeah,
you can
well,
see in his eyes is like so intense and like universal. You know what I mean? Like everyone in the world can experience like that like terror, and it's like unifying and stuff. And I think that's like so cool. But the problem is when I'm talking to girls, because I think
oh
most
no.
girls would not, if I'm like, I just love the terror in his eyes as he like devours his own child. And she's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're like, ooh, maybe I. Oh, actually, my friend just texted me. She has to like go to the doctor for her dog or something, so I gotta go.
She's like, I thought we were gonna watch The Office.
I really wanted to watch Friends. I thought we were gonna take a BuzzFeed quiz on which friend we are.
Well now, Dan, what friend are you?
Are you serious? Are we really doing this?
We're doing this, man.
Um, I don't know. I feel like so many people say or so many people say like to say that they're Chandler, but
Yeah.
I I don't like to say that I'm Chandler. One, because so many people say that they're like him, and two, just because once you say you're Chandler, you're basically like, oh yes, I'm the funny one, and also I'm very sarcastic.
Dude, wait. All right, listen, I'm kind of reusing this story from a podcast I watched, but uh no one cares. So apparently it was like um they were talking to Norm Macdonald about it, and apparently Matthew Perry he was gonna go on some like, I think he was gonna go on like SNL or something, right?
Hmm.
And he was gonna like host SNL. And so he before he goes on, he like goes up to the, I don't remember who the manager head guy of SNL is, but he goes up to him, and or his manager goes up to the head of SNL, and he's like, hey, um is it like, I just want to be clear that like all of the characters Matthew Perry plays in his in the skits that he does tonight. Like I want them to. He's probably gonna speak in a lot of like Matthew talk, and they're like, "What? Like what is Matthew talk?" You know? And the
Mm.
guy's like, "Oh, it's like when he says something kind of like this, you know, like oh yeah, that'd be a great idea." You know how he always does in the Friends show? And so
Yeah.
then they're just like,
It's like,
is he just talking about?
could you be any more stupid?
Yeah, exactly. But they're like, is he really just talking about sarcasm and calling it Matthew talk?
You ever heard of this? It's this weird thing Matthew does, and I don't think anybody else has done it before, but we like to call it Matthew talk, where basically he's just like he talks like this, and he kind of like says the opposite of what he means, and he makes them look really stupid while also being really funny.
Dude, are you Matthew talking right now?
No, I'm not actually. Could I be any more obvious?
Oh shit.
God.
And skit scene.
Which which friend are you?
Chandler.
Um,
No,
yeah,
everyone
actually,
needs to. Oh,
I
sorry, go on.
never said who I was. I think I'd probably be like Phoebe.
That's even more cringe than saying you're Chandler.
No, I know. That's why I said it.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, I was like, who is probably the person that people say the least that they are, and it's Phoebe.
I think
Because for
Joey.
some reason, you think so?
No one says that no one says that they're Joey. Although I think it's just because I don't like ever talk to anyone that is even remotely like Joey because they annoy me.
Wow. I was gonna say that Cody has named himself Joey, but now you
Yeah.
just said that they annoy you. So,
No, yeah,
Cody, if you're listening, Grayson hates you.
my point stands. Fuck you, Cody.
Um, anyway,
Yeah. Everyone used to say I'm like Ross, but that's like objectively the worst person you can get selected to be, so I like to say I'm Chandler.
why is he objectively the worst?
Because he's whiny as fuck.
Yeah, he is whiny as fuck. You're right.
I'm
I
kind of
wonder
whiny
why
too.
people always said that you were him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, uh, I don't know. I couldn't think of anything.
Well, good one. You're definitely Chandler.
I was trying to decide between like doing some more Matthew talk or like saying something super whiny, and I just got stun locked.
Did you just say Matthew talk for real?
Yes.
You're like, that's what it's called.
That's what it's called. Could it be any more like Matthew talk?
Oh my god. Oh,
All right, what's next?
man. The next is the next official statement that everybody has a podcast association where we talk about how anybody who enjoys Friends, we hate you too. So
Yeah,
now we're grouping in David Bowie listeners and Friends fans.
Friends fans,
Just
fuck you.
we hate you. Anybody who likes that stuff, get out of here.
Yep, and Cody, fuck you, Cody.
Yeah, Cody too, and Cody fans.
Cody fans across the globe, fuck all of you.
Yeah, I hate you.
He does have some fire music though. Check him out.
True.
We're also not gonna list his name or put it anywhere
Yeah,
in the
we're not gonna
description.
plug him or anything. We're just
We're
gonna
not-
say, like, check him out.
Go find
Just
him.
yeah,
Just Google
just
search
listen.
Cody
Yeah, listen to music and you'll
uh,
find him.
one day.
Yeah, just don't listen to David Bowie.
Fuck that guy, man.
Yeah, for real.
Did you know that there's a comic book? I'm sure you know because you're Mr. Comics, but do you know this
Well,
like the Lucifer comic? Like the character of Lucifer is literally just they drew David Bowie.
really?
You didn't know
I,
that?
no, I know there was a. I'm sure there. Lucifer is like such a sick name. It's kind of hard not to make a comic out of that, you know. But I
Yeah,
didn't know that they drew David Bowie for it.
there's a Lucifer Morningstar comic, and they literally asked because they were like, how do we draw like Satan himself. And then they're like, I know, David Bowie. And so they emailed David Bowie's like manager or whatever. They're like, hey, can we use his likeness for Satan? And David Bowie, of course, because David Bowie's the worst, is like, yes, use it.
Yeah, of course.
So you like David Bowie, you are a Satanist, I think.
Yeah, it's official. And if we still had Old Testament God, you would not be here right now.
You would
Which,
be thoroughly smited.
yeah, you'd be smitten. Which I think would be better off. But
Damn,
that's a hot take.
you got me smitten, Dan.
Yo, chill out. We're
Pause.
recording this.
Hard pause. Hard pause.
That's kind of funny though.
Thank you.
Imagine you become so famous for a reason that I mean, we hate David Bowie, but I'm sure he was proud of himself. But you become so famous that like people approach you just to use your likeness
Yeah.
in order to make a comic book about Lucifer. This literally Satan.
Literally the devil.
Yeah.
Guys, he's literally the devil. He's literally Hitler.
I think that's my goal eventually, to like become so famous that some company approaches me and they're like, "Hey, can we make a comic about you where we use your likeness
We're
to
making
write about God?"
we're making a Hitler comic. We want to use your likeness.
Can we use your curly hair and brown eyes
I like how those
and
are your
and
distinguishing factors, even
and
though
light skin to to make you look like Hitler,
yeah, I'm
or
pretty
use
sure
you
he
as a
had
model
brown
for Hitler?
eyes.
Did he?
Yeah,
That's awkward. I guess I might be more like Hitler than I thought.
Hitler eye color. Grayish blue eyes. Okay, well, apparently I'm stupid.
Dang, man, I look so much smarter than you right now.
Dude, that's a
They're gonna
thing
they're gonna
though.
approach me. They're gonna approach me. They're gonna be like, "Hey, can we use your likeness to write a comic book where we use what you look like to write about Einstein?"
Damn, I was gonna make the same joke. I saw where you're going with that. I was like, I almost stole it from you. Um, damn. Oh yeah, no, that's a thing though. Is like when you correct someone and then it turns out you're wrong, now you look really dumb and you look like an asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Maybe you should stop correcting people so much.
Shut up.
Maybe we could probably both do with some less correcting people.
I could definitely use an ego check every once in a while.
Oh yes. I I know what you mean. You need a ego check like every other second. Constant, dude. Please.
Well, I kind of do, because that like voice in the back of my head, it's just like fuck you, like on repeat. You know what I'm talking about?
I guess so. Yeah. But that's not really like an ego check. It's more of like a I hate myself check. Hey yo, any listeners? This is the do you hate yourself check. Check in. Hit us up in the comments if you hate yourself. And then
Uh,
we'll post the suicide hotline number in the description.
damn, you're gonna make me look that up. You're the worst.
Dude, don't you
Wait,
listen to Logic?
no, did you
I've been on
hear?
the low. I've been taking my time.
Dude, no, I think I told you about this. Do you remember how I told you about how there was a suicide hotline that was selling the information of callers to for-profit companies?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? You did tell me about that.
Yeah, so all right, we're not linking any suicide hotlines. If you're suicidal, just get over it, I guess. I don't
Just listen to that one song by Logic. You'll be fine afterwards.
know. I've been on the low, I've been taking my time.
Yeah. Who can relate? Woo!
Who can relate?
Dude, the worst part is it was almost a good song, but just that one who can relate, woo, is just
Oh
kills
my
it.
god,
Puts it in
dude.
the dirt.
Pain. It's just real.
Imagine.
The lack of self-awareness is like palpable.
Yeah. It's like you can
Like
taste it on
whenever you listen to this song, you're like, I have this weird taste in my mouth where it's just, is that Man, that tastes like lack of self-awareness.
It tastes like a complete and utter lack of self-awareness. Huh.
It tastes like someone really rich trying to make a pop song out of suicide. Hmm.
Anyways, I can relate. Woo!
Woo!
Imagine people get
Uh,
super hyped for that.
oh my
He's like,
God,
who can
dude.
relate?
You
They're like,
playing it
me! That's me!
playing
That's
it
on
in the
me,
club.
son!
You're
What?
playing it in the club, you got the build up to it. Who can relate? Boom, 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 boom. Dude, speaking of which, we need we need like a jingle to intro us into this podcast.
Dude, I was
If
thinking
there's
the same
any
thing.
producers out there willing to do something for a couple of 20 something college dudes who have a podcast just like every other 20 something college dude, feel
I
free to message us.
would ask Cody, but that guy fucking sucks, so.
Yeah, that guy. So
That would be really funny if next show we just have, have an intro by Cody. He's just dissing us the whole time.
yeah. Oh my God, dude.
He's got his little like country guitar like rap beat, and he's like,
A
fuck
banjo
these guys,
guitar.
bunch of piece of shit, man. I would kick their ass on sight."
Yeah, he's a Christian rapper. He won't say all that.
Oh, he's a Christian rapper?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't. I didn't. Wow,
Dude,
that's
he raps out. Yeah, he raps about God in like every song. What are you talking about?
holy. Kudos to him, because I feel like every other Christian song that I ever hear is like abundantly obvious that it's Christian and it sucks.
Yeah, it's true though.
So, I mean, fuck that
Yeah.
guy is what I meant to say.
I mean, yeah, we hate that guy. Crap, dude.
Shit.
The facade. The facade is
No,
cracking.
it's crumbling
Let's throw
around
up another
us.
one. Who else do we hate? White people.
True.
Actually, I
Heard
feel like
that.
that's too. I feel like that's too
It's too normy.
cliche.
I hate people
Yeah,
who hate white people.
yeah. Anybody who hates white people, just I don't like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, you know who I hate?
Who?
The fucking whoever posted the Rick and Morty Valentine's Day things on Instagram, bro. I told you about this, but for our listeners at home, Adult Swim on their Instagram posted Valentine's Day cards. Um,
By the way,
but the
if you were single on Valentine's Day, just we hate you too.
yeah, also fuck you if you did not have a
Yeah,
Valentine's Day date. Cause
yeah. Because your Valentine's Day was probably uh, it probably wasn't bad enough. So
yeah, you probably
yeah.
didn't spend $70 on fucking burgers, so fuck you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so they
Anyways,
posted Rick and Morty themed Valentine's Day cards, and they're just about the worst things I've read since in like a week or something, because I'm in that or I'm in that class where we read a bunch of really bad plays. But these
yeah.
cards,
I actually I don't believe you. Give me a few so I can prove you wrong.
okay, how about this one? From me to you. What people call love is just a chemical reaction that compels animals to breed.
I don't know about you, but that that really makes me want to just kiss somebody.
The top comment, 1 billion updates on Reddit.
Good. So
Oh,
good.
man. How about this next
Oh,
one, Dan? You might maybe that. Oh, what the hell? I messed up. Maybe that last one wasn't good enough. Let's try this one. Um, I want to be with you forever, of course. But the fact is that most marriages end in divorce.
oh,
And oh,
yeah.
and don't forget the smug Rick Sanchez in the bottom right corner sucking on a lollipop.
Oh, okay. You know, I was gonna hate it, but after hearing that, I love it.
Mm,
Hey Grayson,
yeah.
unrelated. Do you want to get married?
Um, well, I
It'll probably end in
would.
divorce anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Well, hold on. Um,
Wait, did they legalize gay marriage yet?
I think so. I think that was a big thing a
Is
while back.
gay marriage legal? Uh-oh.
It's not.
Dude, it says dude, it got repealed by Biden.
No way. You're joking. Stop playing.
Dude, I'm not even joking.
No,
This
you're
dude just
joking.
wants to undo everything we've done in the past 10 years.
Is gay marriage legal? Nevada, in November 2020, Nevada became the first state to repeal its constitutional ban. Never mind. As of
Yeah.
2015, same-sex marriage is now federally legal. Are you just slandering Biden on our podcast right now?
No, what? What are you talking about?
Like
Hold on.
Joe Biden.
I'll send you the link to what I hold on. Here. Open
Oh,
that on.
in 2006, apparently he opposed gay marriage.
There it is.
Wow. You guys voted this guy into fucking presidency. That's crazy. I mean, well, I voted for Kanye, so I didn't.
Did you see the video I sent you on Discord?
Not even. Now I gotta put it. Now I gotta edit that into the fucking the
Yeah, you do. You
podcast.
do have to edit that in. You're welcome.
Damn.
If
Uh,
anybody if he decides not to,
I got debated.
what you should do is lie to your family members, which I'm sure you, if you're listening to David Bowie, then I'm sure
Probably
you
already
already
lying
lie to
about
your
your
family members.
sexuality.
Yeah, so there's that, but also you should lie to your family members and just tell them that something completely untrue happened, and then send them a video entitled "Brown Chewing a Gum" when they ask for evidence. And I swear to God, it's gonna be the funniest moment of your life.
Oh my
I
God,
got Grayson with it,
you did.
which
Yeah.
which I didn't think would ever happen in a million years, but
It didn't
it worked.
autoplay though.
Well, obviously, you know,
Yeah.
I could have asked, like, never mind. Anyway,
Oh my God,
classic.
Jimmy Carter just killed himself.
Oh my God, what?
No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna steal their entire podcast and put it frame it as ours.
Yeah, it wasn't their podcast, but you know, it's the same bit.
Same bit.
Anyway,
Anyway,
speaking of Oni plays, Zach, the creative mind behind Smiling Friends, which if you haven't seen Smiling Friends, it's a very unsettling and very funny Adult Swim series, and I highly recommend it. However, comma, it is not for the faint of heart. For example, my sister is not one of the people who would be able to handle watching the show, just because the imagery is very unsettling and the themes are it's pretty rough. It could be rough at times.
I don't know.
Nonetheless,
Edgy, I guess.
yeah, I guess so. PG. I was thinking like soft or like I don't know. It's no Amazing World of Gumball. It's like a step above. It's like step into unsettling and weird and a little creepy,
Yeah.
but that's the best part. But yeah, highly recommend. If you haven't watched it, then I'm surprised you heard me talking about it before you actually heard about it.
Yeah, dude, that show is Diesel. Episode one is like
Yeah.
the best. But that's how all shows are. Like same with Rick and Morty. Like the pilot episode in Rick and Morty was like perfect. And then
Yeah.
the first two seasons were like good. They were really good. And then on Mister, like everything after the first two seasons of something is like complete ass.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much.
but it was
Which
true
is
with
why
Rick
I'm
and
not a
Morty.
big TV guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I think the pilots are really good usually just because those are like the pitch idea. And so like if you've ever seen like the original pilots for shows, they're very rough and usually the like bad ideas are like cut out and the good ones are what they build off of.
Mm,
So I feel like the pilot is just like the most refined episode, and it captures the idea of the show the best because it's supposed to be like that's the pitch, you know.
yeah. I mean, you're talking to
So,
the film major writer guy. Like I'm 100% with you on
right.
that.
I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to our many, many listeners. For anybody
Or
who is listening, they may not have a word in the conversation, but I'm basically
no,
just on a soapbox right now.
no, you know what, Dan? Let's give them a second to say their mind. We've been talking this whole time. Viewers at home, if you would like to speak your mind, now is the time to do so.
I was trying so hard not to break.
I'm like, that's some interesting point. Fuck you, viewer. I don't care what you have to say. Fuck you.
Yeah. You know, as fun as it was listening to you, I actually wasn't. So
You know what? Let's add that to the list of things and people we hate, our viewers
yeah.
and
Anybody
listeners.
who listens to this podcast, I hate you.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Turn this off. Dude, oh my god, I just thought of something.
What?
Dude, did you ever see that video of Jake Paul when he made like that motivation channel?
No.
Oh my god, dude, it's the worst motivation video ever. He like he gets on camera, he's sitting down in front of this camera. It's got this like up angled thing to it. So you're looking at his chest and his chin, and it's just like he's looking down into the camera. It's just like this really weird point of view. And he's like he's like he's trying to motivate you. So he's like, if you're feeling down right now, he's yelling the whole time. He's like, if you're feeling down right now, I need you to stop. Just stop and get up and go. Get up and do it. Go do it. And then he's like, cause there could be a kid around the corner, and he could be going for the same thing you are. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna get that kid and you're gonna kill him.
Grind every single day because there is a kid around the corner who might be working harder than you. You're gonna take the kid and you're gonna kill him.
You're gonna
He's
murder
like,
that kid.
yeah.
Make his parents
And
cry.
then he gets up in front of the mirror, or he's like, he keeps going. He's like, I want you to, whenever you do something, at the end of the day, I want you to get in front of the mirror and say, I did something good today. This is a bit. Cody Ko and Noah Miller already did a bit on this, but
Yeah.
it basically it sounds like he's like teaching people how to be serial killers.
He's like,
Like he's,
every morning I want you to picture that kid's parents sitting at the kitchen table, looking at his empty chair and crying.
I want you to wipe that kid from existence. Oh my god, dude. Oh, what a bizarre man.
Yeah. Apparently he's like
Oh.
decent at boxing now though, so props to
Yeah,
him.
I heard he's not such a terrible boxer,
You know what
which is
that means,
weird.
right?
We have to fight him.
No, it means he killed that kid.
Oh my god. Dude, speaking of which, did you see that video of him where he stole Floyd Mayweather's hat?
Oh yeah, man. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I
Got your
feel like I
hat.
was watching I feel like I was watching a 6-year-old
Yeah.
fight another 6-year-old.
Especially two Floyd Mayweather of all people, with like his 20
Yeah, I know.
giant bodyguards around him, man. That was so stupid.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
Yeah.
Got your hat.
Supposedly, like Logan Paul is actually like a somewhat decent human being.
Oh yeah, after the forest thing, he was like, "Yeah, maybe I should turn my life around."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
so he's got a podcast. Maybe we should we shout him out, or do you think we're like too big for him?
nah, fuck Logan Paul, man. Add him to the
Yeah. Any
list.
Logan Paul enjoyers?
Any Mavericks in the chat? Fuck you.
um,
Dude, my older brother was a Maverick, you know that?
I did not know that. There's no shot.
I swear to God, he was trying to put me in fuck. Me and my other brother on.
Yo, what was that noise?
I think I got something caught in my throat. I don't know.
That was
Wait,
weird.
what noise should we put in there as a joke? Dude, I'm
Um,
gonna I'm gonna dub it over with the Smiling Friends baby voice.
um,
What was it? Oh yeah, so yeah, he used to love Logan Paul though back in the day. He was showing me all his vlogs, and he was like, dude, he's changing the game, bro. He's changing the game. I swear, bro.
dude, oh my God. I've lost respect for him. I appreciate the Secret Santa gift, but
Yeah,
yeah, we're not
Adam.
friends anymore.
Yep. Fuck my
Add him to the
brother.
list.
He's on the list.
Any brother
We
enjoyments?
all right. Hold on. I'm actually gonna write down like all the people that we that we add to this list. And we'll end every episode by going down the list and just saying fuck each and every one of these
Yeah,
guys.
you can write it down in post.
Well, actually, speaking of the end of the podcast, we're at like 52 minutes. We could call it right here, right now.
Do you want to though?
I think we get one more. We need one more topic. Um,
How about
we need a
the
short
theology
topic.
thing?
Yeah, that kind of goes with the Bible stories from earlier. So we'll bookend the podcast with that. Tell me your Bible story. I mean, tell me your um, fuck. Tell me.
Okay, so basically, I am in college. Obviously, I mentioned that in the last podcast. If you're a true everybody has a podcast stan, you would know that. um, and at this college, it is a requirement that I take a theology course, which is fine, I guess. I don't have a ton of interest in it, but it's only 2 credits and it's only 8 weeks, so whatever. Um,
Straight
but
up.
in this theology class, I have this professor who is obviously very passionate about theology and God and other things. Um,
How
and
passionate? How passionate is he, Dan?
he's incredibly passionate. So let me tell you, these are two. This is the same class time, but they're two separate things, right? Where he got very, very emotional about what he was talking about. So the first thing is he started talking about how his dad he has Parkinson's and it's getting really, really rough on him, and like
Ugh.
he his motor functions aren't doing too well, and also mentally he's just like he knows what he's trying to say but he can't really say it. He's getting super emotional about it, which totally fair. I do not blame the guy for getting emotional about that. That is really hard. What? You Dude, your voice is messing up. What? Dude, your mic is, I don't know if it's Discord or what. Hello? Dude, hold on. Hello? Dude, your mic is fucked up. I If I could record this right now, I would, but I cannot understand what you're saying. Your
Hello?
thing lights up, and then all of the things that you say get sped up into like half a second, and then I can't understand what the hell you're saying.
Is it still doing that or no? Is it fixed now?
There we go.
Okay.
Dude, what the hell is that?
I think my computer's like overheating as because I just felt it's like crazy hot.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that probably was what it was. Anyway, so
Wait, do you hear my
back into
joke?
my story. No, I didn't because your mic was it got sent to hell and
All
you
right,
were talking to it.
I'm gonna tell it, and through the magic of editing, we're gonna pretend like it landed really well. You ready?
Sure. His motor functions aren't doing too well, and also mentally he's just like he knows what he's trying to say but he can't really say it. He's getting super emotional about it, which totally fair. I do not blame the guy for getting emotional about that.
He's like, this is gonna be on the test, by the way.
I hate you so much.
Anyways, continue your story.
Okay, so anyway, there's a very I don't blame him because that's like a really hard thing to go through. What I do blame him for is bringing it up to a class full of 100 different college students when he's supposed to be teaching us about theology, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of, it's not the right setting.
It's a little weird, champ.
Yeah, a little weird, champ. Um, but then later on in the class, he's sort of on the subject of theology, and he's talking about how often people disregard God and they don't think about him as thoroughly as he feels like we should. And he starts to get emotional. He starts to get choked up and teary eyed, And he's like, even his name should be holy. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, dude, look, it's great that you found your passion. It's great that you get this emotional over it. Uh, I'm happy for you. But if you're gonna get this emotional every time you talk about God in a theology course, this is gonna be a really, really rough time for you,
You're like, it is 9 in the morning. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, please.
dude. It's rough. It's real bad, and pretty much, I haven't found. I don't think there's been a single class period where he doesn't get emotional in some way.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And usually it's either he's talking about his family or he's talking about God, which is like probably the only two things he ever does talk about. But usually he talks about his family more than the actual like subject of the class. So
See, Dan, this is why boys feel like they can't cry, because of you, because of people like you.
yeah, well, that's we can add that to the list. Any boys or any men in the listening audience,
Men
I
who
hate you.
cry.
Anybody who cries, I hate you.
True. That's true.
Yeah. So go ahead and take that home and cry about it. I hate you. Keep crying.
Cry about it so I can hate you even more.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it
Make
becomes
my
a
day.
it becomes a virtuous cycle of crying and hatred.
Yeah, exactly.
For anyone who got that reference, I don't hate you.
Yeah, that's a good one. Um,
Um,
but yeah, that's been my experience with that class, and I'm not gonna say it's the main reason I don't like the class, but he definitely doesn't cover as much of the class material as he should because of that reason. So
straight up. And with that, we hit 1 hour exactly.
wow, beautiful.
Um,
It's not
I
scripted, I
guess
swear.
I guess we'll get to movie mayhem next week.
Yeah,
Although
film fanaticism.
it would be funny if we just keep talking about this movie mayhem thing like we're gonna do it and we just never do it.
That would be funny. However, I feel like our fans who haven't left us because of all the people we hate now
Oh, speaking of
are
which,
kind of
fuck.
expecting it.
Speaking of our fans, fuck everyone who's listening again. Just wanted to reiterate that.
Yeah, yeah. If you like listening to this podcast, we hate you.
Yeah,
So wanted to make sure you knew.
yeah. Go cry
This
about
is
it.
now this is now if you're still listening, this is now hate porn. So um,
Why do you know
you're
so many
welcome.
types of porn?
You're welcome for doing that.
Dan, you're very
Look, I
well.
spend a lot of time on the internet. Okay, I don't actually spend that much time watching porn, but
Uh,
I do spend a lot of time on the internet, and for some reason, porn is like one of the main topics that people talk about. So
for some reason, almost like it's intensely addictive.
yeah, I feel like this is a good subject to end the podcast on.
I think so too. I think we really hit the nail on the head with that one.
Yeah. You know what I forgot? You know what we forgot to do last time at the end of the podcast?
What's that?
We got to tell everyone to like and subscribe and hit the bell and leave a comment telling us